my desktop in front of me, so I'm trying to arrange things, trying to see things a little better. Whoops, didn't want that. Let's do this with the mouse. Let's see if this will work. Alright, so working on my second story time. Oops, this. There. Let's see. Look like my mic is working. Double check the Twitch. Testing, testing. Yeah, it's working. Stuff is working. All right, so I'm going to do like what I did last time. Creating my storytime video. This will be number 2. And what I'll be doing is recording it live. I have text-to-speech turned off, so I won't be able to hear your comments. I can maybe sort of see some of them. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just during the live recording, I just don't want any noise going on, comments, blings, bloops, all that kind of stuff. But you're welcome to watch, and if you are here, you'll get an early view of my story time. And a lot of people like the first story time, the Great Green Pea Caper. And I hope that you'll find this one just as entertaining, just as funny. And it is a true story from my past. And if you haven't seen the Great Green Pea Caper, I recommend that you watch it because a lot of people said they like it. Thought it was funny as hell. And that's what I was aiming for. And yeah, so I hope that you guys find this one funny too. And what I do is I live stream it, so it records it, and what it does is I can go up to Twitch and edit it down to a clip, and then I can like do some post editing and get it up as a TikTok video. And so that seems to work. See, it's hard to read the live in my VR. I got a few followers. Thank you for the follows. And I'm going to live record my second story time. I think things are in alignment the way I want it. Looks like it. They're going well. The mic's working, it looks like. We're good. Oh, anyone? Maybe we'll just wait a couple minutes. There's some more people joining. Um, you're in for a treat. You're gonna see the sausage being made. I'm gonna make my second story time. I'm doing it live. Um, yeah, so hopefully everyone enjoys it, and I'll post it later as a TikTok video as well. Should have no problem fitting it into a less than 10 minutes. My first um, story time was about 8 minutes, so that worked out well. TikTok seems to like some of the long format videos now, so these work out great for that kind of thing. I will also, I'm live streaming also to YouTube, but I'll also publish the edited clip up there as well. Do I have a Discord? Yes, I do. I do have a Discord. It's you can go. So I have it in the links in the link tree, or you can go to discord.io/progressive geek, all one word, capital P, capital G, and that will take you to the Discord. But yeah, doing good. Going to record my second funny story live here in a moment. And if you're here and able to watch, you get to see it in the raw before I do all the editing on it. Okay. Without hard for me to read all the numbers, let me take a peek. Okay, got like 7 viewers. YouTube and Twitch seem to be a little quiet, but that's what happens this time of day. I think for me anyway. And yeah, so let's get started, shall we? This is my second story time. And this one I call Club Claudia. Let's see if I can get to this without cracking up or anything. Okay. So here's another one of my elementary school stories that happened about a couple years after the Great Green Pea Capper. Wait, let me. I think I got this thing still on. Hold on. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Somebody invited me or something and would like to join you. Um, if you be really quiet. Um, I It would be interesting doing this with having someone actually here. Let me see if they actually join. I've got my desktop in front of my face, so I can't. It makes it difficult to see the menus and stuff. All right, so they here. So Lovely Glossy is here. So I can't see you, Lovely, unless you came right up to me. If you're here, um, I have my desktop. If I see feet. Oh, hello. So you're welcome to watch. I'm doing a live story time. So I'm streaming right now, and I'll record it later. But you're welcome to watch. Cool. Okay, here we go. Uh, Club Claudia. Here's another one of my elementary school stories that happened about a couple years after the Great Green Pea Caper. And if you haven't seen that one, you should watch it. People tell me they really enjoyed that one too. And that was my first story time. Anyway, like I said before, I pretty much kept to myself as a kid in grade school, which includes during recess, where all the kids were allowed to escape those rectangular cells, otherwise known as classrooms, and run down to the playground to play. And yes, the Gen Xer stories you may have heard about the playgrounds back then. An arrow. Not sure what that was. Oh, okay. Somebody sent something. Never mind. Thank you for the guess. Okay, where was I? Um, otherwise, yeah, the classrooms, blah, blah. And yes, the Gen Xer stories you may have heard about the playgrounds back then are true. And I'm talking about the early 70s. This playground consisted of asphalt and concrete and was filled with many implements of torture and bodily harm. I consider myself lucky that I got out of there without getting my spine crushed on one of these implements called the teeter-totter. This device was cemented down onto the asphalt, and there were small craters forming in the asphalt at each end of the teeter-totter, where the steel tubing of the teeter-totter met with the asphalt in sometimes teeth-jarring or teeth-rattling force. Just read that last part again, and I can edit this post-editing. This device was cemented down right on the asphalt, and there were small craters forming in the asphalt at each end of the teeter-totter where the steel tubing met the asphalt in sometimes teeth-rattling force. Anyway, back to the Club Claudia. Claudia was a classmate who was a big girl. No doubt about it, she was the biggest girl in the school. And she was big by every measure. She was tall and she was round. I don't remember her talking much, but I remember walking through the playground one day, and as I came near Claudia, there were two other girls standing next to her. One of Claudia's cohorts asked me, "Do you want to join Claudia's club?" I was like, "What is that?" And then they proceeded to explain that all I had to do was let Claudia pick me up off the ground. I was a bit skeptical of this. I was like, I don't know. Then the girls pointed out another kid who joined Club Claudia and said he did it. And this other boy confirmed that he did do it and was in the club. So I agreed to join Club Claudia because I just didn't know any better at the time, and it actually gave me something to do during recess. So the club initiation began. Claudia got behind me, put her arms around my chest, and lifted me right off the ground. But she did much more than lift me off the ground. She began crushing the living daylights out of me. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything but try to gasp for air. My life, all 9 years of it at the time, was flashing before my eyes. I was beginning to think that I was not going to survive this. I began wondering what my parents would say at my funeral, where my eulogy would be, "Here lies Progressive Geek, crushed to death by a girl during recess." But then, before I would start blacking out, she let me go. I had to recover wait for my rib cage to move back into its original shape so I can breathe. But now I was a bona fide member. Shortly after my christening into Club Claudia, Jimmy came along. Jimmy was one of two strange kids that seemed to magnetize toward me for God knows what reason. Probably because, like me, they were recess loners, too. But Jimmy, he walked up, and the girls then gave him the same spiel on how to join Club Claudia. Now, I didn't really like Jimmy, so when Jimmy asked me if I really did it, and am I now a member of of Club Claudia, I said, "Yeah, it's great." All right. Then, in morbid curiosity, I watched Jimmy get the same crushing embrace by Claudia. He almost said something like, "Oh God," before he couldn't breathe. All he could do was struggle against the iron embrace of Claudia's arms. His lips were making a motion similar to that of a recently caught fish laid out on a dock. When he was finally let go, he told me, "I thought I was going to die." In response, I said, "Yup." All right, there it is. Let me get the desktop thing out of my way so I can see. Um, okay, desktop is gone. Now, what you guys think? Find it entertaining? Let me see. Take a look at the comments. Oh, thank you. Thank you, non-vegan activists. Haven't slept in 3 days. Oh my. Can I be your little Pookie Bear? Uh, all right, guys. Okay, I'll edit this up and I'll get it posted to TikTok. Is like a of story time #2 video. And thanks for joining and watching me create this thing. And I hope you liked it. Oh, somebody asked am I a drummer. No, I'm not a drummer. I played saxophone and piano when I was a kid, and I played a little bit of classical guitar as well, and I sang, of course. And yeah, before you ask, I've been thinking about doing some singing. I just haven't done it yet. Right, end the live.